Morning, dear students. Welcome to continue part of North America, the land of prairies. Fine. In this class, we are going to discuss about the next point, that is natural vegetation. Fine. So the natural vegetation and animal life is largely depend on climate, soil, and relief features. Yes, and due to the great diversity in climate and relief, North America it has a wide variety of vegetations. As we know, we have discussed about the climate of North America in the previous class. It has a varied relief features. Yes, so that's why this vegetation belts broadly follows the climatic regions, and they are tundra type of vegetation. They are found within the Arctic Circle, and it is found in the Canada, Alaska, and Greenland. And in this North America, winters are long and freezing, and summers are very short. And the only vegetation that found here are mosses and lynches. Yes, and some stunted flowering plants are grows in summer season, and the animals which survives in these hard and dry conditions are reindeer, caribou, and carnivores like polar bears, arctic foxes. Yes, so you can see here the animals that are found in the North America. Yes, so you can see here reindeer is there, caribou and polar bears and arctic foxes are there. And south of the tundra belt lies in the cool temperature type of climate region, and this is actually a belt of coniferous forest that we called taiga. Yes, so you can see here the coniferous forest. So these types of forest that we called coniferous forest or taiga forest. And the coniferous forest are evergreen, and species like pine, fir, spruce, and birch, these are the some different types of trees that found in the coniferous or the taiga forest. And the fur bearing animals are found in this region, for example the lynx, sable, and silver fox, etc. And deciduous types of forest. Yes, so deciduous types of forest means in a particular season the trees they shed their leaves, that we called deciduous forest. Evergreen forest means the trees leaves that remains evergreen entire season, that we called evergreen forest. And also in this North America deciduous types of forest is also there, and they are in east and south of the St. Lawrence River and the Great Lakes. And northern part is cold, and southern part region is remains warm, and winters are cold but summers are warm, and rainfall occurs usually in summer. Yes, and the trees found here shed their leaves in autumn. For example, cypress trees are there, oak, ash, and chestnuts. So these are the some important trees. They are found in these deciduous forest types. And the wild animals they are found in here include, for example, bear are there, black bear are there, muskrat, and some important animals they are found in these types of forest. And the cool temperature climate is found in the parts of USA, and there is a vast grassland between the Rockies and the great river basin, that is Mississippi and Missouri river basin, as we know. So these are the two important rivers. Mississippi river it is an important river, and Missouri river it is a tributary river of Mississippi. And that we called the prairies river, the prairies grassland. Yes, and this is actually is a vast treeless plain. Yes, because it has a grassland, and that grassland name is the prairies grassland. And this plain land is known as the wheat cultivation and animal rearing, and it is called wheat bowl or the bread basket of world. So you can see here the prairies grassland, so it is called as wheat bowl or the bread basket of the world. Fine. And the coniferous and the deciduous trees are found in temperate mixed forest. For example, Canada, North California have such forest. And the important trees that found in the region are such birch, beech and maple, oak and etc. So there are some important trees also there. Mahogany trees are there and maple trees are there. Okay, and the southern part of Mexico and the West Indies region have the tropical forest, and the mixed forest are found here with the hardwood trees, logwood. Yes, so you can see here the different types of forest are found in the North America. First one is green color shaded area, that shows about the coniferous forest. Next, parrot color, that is deciduous forest. Next one is purple color, alpine mountains. Next, Mediterranean. Next, rainforest are there, grasslands are there, tundra type of forest climate is there, and deserts are there. So these are the some different types of uh, forest are found in North America. Yes, and the western coast of California, it experience the Mediterranean type of climate, that is a hot and cold climate, and the vegetation is typically adjusted to the long summer drought. For example, olive trees are there, oak, cork, these are the trees found in this region. And this region is also known as citrus fruits, that is citrus, vitamin C, that is in orange and lemon. Fine, so orange trees are also found here. And the desert conditions is found in the western part of the continent in South California, Mexico and Arizona. Yes, so desert types of forest is also found where it is, that is in California, Mexico and Arizona. And different varieties of cactus and thorny bushes are common here. Yes, and the typical example of cactus is also Joshua. Yes, and desert nights are called winter of deserts. Yes, during the winters, so it has a very cold night and day it is very hot, so that we called winters of deserts. Fine, next one is agriculture. Fine, so which types of agriculture is there? So agriculture, it is an important occupation of North America. Yes, central lowlands of the continent, that is especially Canada and USA, are very productive agriculture countries. Only 10 percentage of the total area of North America, it is suitable for agriculture. Yes, mind it, only 10 percentage. Yes, and but the production from their farm is very high because large farms and rich soil, adequate irrigation, mechanized farming and other facilities they are using. So that's why only 10 percentage of the land is very it is suitable for cultivable or agriculture. But they are using different type of, that is mechanized farming and irrigation facilities there. Yes, and adequate irrigation facilities there, and the large farms and the rich soil. So these are the some reasons, so that's why their production is very high. Yes, and regions specialized in the production of specific crops are called crop belt. Yes, so there are some places, so they are uh, very important, and that's why that called as a crop belt. For example, corn, corn belt is there, wheat belt is there, cotton belt is there, and tobacco belt is there. So these are the some region where that crop is grown. Fine, so wheat belt is there, cotton belt is there, and tobacco belt is there, and next one is corn belt is there. So first one, wheat. So wheat, it is one of the popular cereals grown in the North America, especially in the Canada and USA. Yes, and the prairies region that provides the best soil for wheat cultivation. And since the population is low, lot of surplus production is obtained, can be exported. Yes, so in this region the population is very less, so that's why the remaining production they are exporting to the remaining countries. And maize, it is also very popular, and that is known as corn, and it is grown extensively in United States and also Mexico, and most of the maize is used as a feed crop for feeding cattle and pigs. Yes, so maize or the corn, they are using feed crop for the feeding cattle and pigs. Yes, and they are reared for meat in Mexico. Yes, so why they are rearing the cattles and the pigs? For the consuming as a meat. in the Mexico. And maize, it is the staple food grain, and but today maize is grown as a check crop. Yes. Next one is the other popular crops are barley is there, oat, potato. Yes, barley and oat can be grown in the cold weather. Yes, and barley, it is very useful for beverage. For example, beer is brewed from barley. Yes, and oats is used as a feeding crop for the animals. As and potato is, it is also grown in the continent, and which is severe which serves as a food crop. Yes, and cotton and tobacco, these are the some important commercial crops are there. Yes, and the cotton belt, it lies along the Mississippi Valley. And USA, Mexico, these are the some important producers of long staple cotton and tobacco that grows in the South USA, Cuba, next Jamaica and Mexico. Yes, and the USA, it ranks second after China among major tobacco growing countries of the world. Yes, the first producing country is China. Next one is USA. Another one is sugarcane. Yes, so sugarcane, it is an important crop that grown here, and Cuba, it is the third largest producer of sugar in the world. So popularly, sugar bowl of the world, it is called as the Cuba. And sugar beet, it is also grown in the USA, and it is major source of making sugar after sugarcane. Yes, so sugar production, it is very high in the yes, sugar production, it is very high in the Cuba. So that's why, so sugar bowl of the world, it is called. Okay. Next one is coffee and cocoa. Yes. So coffee and cocoa are the tropical plantation crops, and that are grown in the different parts of Central America and West Indies. And also uh, producing fruits like grapes, orange, lime, apple, and next peaches. They are also grown in California, Florida, and New Jersey. Yes, and California produces 90% of the wine by using grapes in the North America, and that's why California, it is called as the wine country. Yes, so California, it is known as wine country. Yes, and some shallow continental shelves such as the Grand Banks, George Banks of the New England, and the Newfoundland coast are popular fishing grounds. Yes, so fisheries is also important in this region. So this is all about agriculture. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. So in the next class, you are going to discuss about the next point, that is the important minerals and industries of North America. Okay, thank you.